Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing a gameplay with the brand new Pink Diamond Joe Smith. This is a free Season 3 mode reward. Could be a pretty solid card, and we're going to try him out, see what I think. Obviously, I'm not confident in the jumper. I've mentioned that a couple times with this card, but we're going to give it a shot. We're going to see what we think, and try out this Joe Smith, see if he's worth potentially picking up with a mode completion exchange piece this season. Before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 50,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's get into it. Shout out to my guy Detroit for letting me use his account to record this gameplay. Appreciate that a lot. I will say my guy Detroit he's got a solid unsellable team, but he's only got 1,500 MT, and I noticed he's Amethyst 1 rep, and every card in this team is unsellable. This should be like, you should have like a million MT at least. He should have a big chunk of MT with the amount that he's been grinding. I'm guessing he opens a lot of single packs, which I do not recommend at all, because this is a good example as to why. Fine unsellable team, but he could have a lot more MT if he wasn't spending it. So 6'10", 98 offense, 97 defense. Statistically, this card's a dog. 92 driving layup, 94 close shot, 87 mid-range and 3 ball, 90 driving dunk, 86 ball handle, solid well-routed defender, 89 rebounding, 89 speed, 87 agility, 87 vert, strength, and 86 stamina. Honestly, you look at this card compared to Tom Gugliotta, who also is very solid from the season, it's like, they look pretty similar on paper. Challenger, High Flying Denier, Immovable, Layup, Mixmaster, Lightning Launch, Limitless, I think was added. Off-ball Pest, On-ball Menace, Physical Finisher, Pogo Stick, Posterizer, Post Lock, Set Shot, Strong Handle. A couple of those badges might have been added, but honestly, when you look at him, he's not missing many badges. Add handles for days, whatever the other badge that was added was maybe, but he can pretty much have every single important badge in the game. Not just pretty much, he absolutely can have every single important badge in the game. The question is the jumper, and honestly, I haven't used Joe Smith enough this year to know for sure. I know last year I didn't like it. So let's see what we think this year. Okay, I gotta turn off that meter immediately. It honestly doesn't seem great though after that first shot, although it doesn't seem horrible either. We'll see. I don't like the meter on though. You know what? That's slightly late. That's a good sign. The tempo does seem, his upper, it's the upper. It's definitely the upper, because the base is solid, but it's the upper. The upper is going to make this card, for whatever reason, he's got one of those uppers that feels tough to stick shoot with. You may or may not know exactly what I mean, but if you shoot with this card with the stick, you kind of will. The tempo is difficult to get with him for whatever reason with the stick. This may be a better button shooting card than he is a stick shooting card, which if you button shoot already, that'll be perfect for you. If you don't button shoot, well, then that might not be ideal. I do not button shoot, so as you can see, I'm not extremely consistent, but I mean, the jumper seems pretty good with the button, honestly. It definitely feels quicker, too. The tempo, it's the upper on his jumper just feels weird for some reason. I don't exactly know why, but honestly, this card does, I mean, he doesn't have the best movement in the world, but he doesn't like have basic SIGs either. He is a very good slasher. He's big, switchable, versatile, athletic defender, and honestly, this jumper might be a little better than I thought. So I might need to give Joe Smith a little more credit than I have been giving him, in all honesty. While I still don't think he's an unbelievably amazing card, and I do think his jumper's a little bit on the baited side, and honestly, again, I just don't think it's that good with the stick. He's still a solid card, and I am excited to try him out. Not as good as Gugliotta still, probably, but maybe a little better than I've been giving him credit for. So let's hop into a game. Let's see what Joe Smith can do. Alrighty, hopping into this game. Detroit's already in tier 1. Goodness, 83 wins. He's been grinding this. 83 wins in a week? Yo, that is, I'm just like thinking, that's like 83. It's been 10 days since the season came out. 83 wins is crazy. I respect the grind, but goodness gracious, that's a lot of showdown. Pop and knock down. First shot of the game. I did shoot with stick. I'm probably going to shoot with stick anyway, just because that's what I'm more comfortable with. I think if you're comfortable button shooting, which to be honest, I have shot almost exclusively with the stick the last couple of years, I am not the most comfortable with button shooting. If you are, that's probably the way to go with Joe Smith, though. I am still going to stick shoot with him, because it's just how I prefer to play. I don't love this camera angle, but I also don't hate it enough to change it. So we're just going to play from this camera angle, and Joe Smith's going to get to the rim and throw it down, and he's got 5 quick ones. Not a bad start to the game at all. Make sure we come over to contest Donovan Mitchell, and that's a fluky turnover, but it's a turnover nonetheless. Hit the corner, catch, pump fake. Make sure we get the floor nice and spaced out here. Try to drive on him, and honestly, Khalil Ware is just wide. Throw the ball. I tried to icon Khalil like 4 seconds ago. Whatever, like pretty early when that double team got called. I should not have been a jump ball at all, but you know what? It's Donovan Mitchell versus Joe Smith. I think the odds of us losing this jump ball are very low, and we do not. So reset the offense. Here we go, pick and roll. I'll hit my slip as well if need be. I'm actually just going to stop and pop from the mid-range again, though. And I'm going to miss the stick shot. Rushed already. That's not great. Honestly, that was a good look, too. So, a little unfortunate we're unable to hit that. Good dip. Good tip ball there. That's fine. Yep. Just stay up on the ball handler. Good job, Joe. Get through. X switch. And that's the value right there. Look at him. On Chris Bosh. Player build. Like, not significantly smaller. He is physically on that level of big. And that's legitimately really useful. You know what I mean? But so is Tom Gugliotta. And Goog's jumper just is better. Another rush. Like, okay, I'm just going to have to button shoot with him. That's wide open. It's just, and people are going to be like, oh, it's a skill issue. Maybe it is. But, and then I can't shoot with the button because I suck. The button shot is noticeably faster though, y'all. 100%. If you are comfortable with the button, which again, I suck, and I'm not particularly. But if you are, I think you're going to like this jumper. If you're not, and you're a stick shooter like me, this probably ain't the card for you, to be honest. Just my opinion. A better upper would change things significantly for him. He'd be a dog. Because honestly, that's the biggest differentiating factor between him and Gugliotta is that his jumper just is noticeably worse right now. To be fair, Gugliotta does also have better dunk animations. I'm not sure it makes that huge of a difference. Joe is still a big, athletic, versatile, switchable small forward. But I think for Joe, like Gugliotta, I have as my second favorite attainable small forward in the game right now. Joe is more like my, I don't know, 11th, somewhere around there. Didn't even crack my top 10, and I'm not 100% sure he, like, after using him for gameplay, I don't think that changes. I think he's right outside the top 10 probably. Gotta finish that there. I don't think that's really his fault though. That's just me asking him to do a lot, I believe, just being a little tired. But so far, man, we're not playing against a super impressive opponent, which I think is doing us some favors, but I'm not like uber impressed from what I've seen so far anyway from this card. Let's hit Cade. We'll take our 3-ball ban. And I'm just going to green that. That works. I wanted him to help off of Joe Smith again, but I'll take that nonetheless. And we're just going to pressure the ball handler again. Watch the backdoor cut. That's good defense. Yep. Help off just a little bit. Now see if I can get that steal. Give me that lane. Yes, sir. Run, Joe. Did he just quit before I could even get out? And okay, well, I guess I will not be getting that dunk. But honestly, like, I know that's kind of a short gameplay. I don't need to see anything else about this card to know what he is. I think Tom Gugliotta is significantly better because his jumper is significantly better. It's that simple. This card is not awful by any means, but he is also not what I would consider an elite top tier small forward because his jumper just isn't good enough. Even with the button, I don't know if it's good enough, although I do think it's better. If you like to button shoot, you probably like this card more. Still think there's, even if you're a button shooter, a good amount of better attainable small forwards. If you're a stick shooter like me, just no point. Just there's a bunch, so many small forwards you can get that are better than this card for an affordable price point. I don't really see why you'd honestly use an Evo mode completion on this. Might as well just get the hidden gems, you know what I mean, and hope you get lucky with a hidden gem because there are still 10 plus really good hidden gems left. So you could always gamble for that instead. But I just don't think Joe Smith for most people's teams is going to really upgrade their squad. So why use your motor ward on something that's not going to help your team? That's all I'm saying. I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace!